Up on screen, I have the Daily Mail. Dining with the enemy, al-Qaeda leader linked to 911 hijackers was invited to the Pentagon lunch 2 months after the attacks. Here's Fox News. Failed al-Qaeda plot involving showing bombs inside dogs. Now they want to ban dogs flying. McClain, here's the issue. If we don't talk about Gulf of Tonkin and other staged terror attacks, or that Anwar al-Awlaki's run all the major terror attacks and is admittedly government, they're going to continue to mail toner cartridges and blow stuff up and say that it's foreign, shadowy men doing it. They have the trump card or the checkmate or the ace of spades, the royal flush, if we don't come out and talk about staged terror. I mean, what's your view on that?
Well, my view is I don't really care, what's been done or what, could happen. Is what you're doing today to people is inappropriate. And for me, it's just, it doesn't matter the past or the future. It's today. Sure,
but Meg, it does matter if the TSA works for the group that staged the terror attacks.
Well, obviously it does, but, I can't convince anybody of anything other than what I am experiencing at that moment. And so,
what are your ideas? What are your ideas to counter this? Because I want to read Texas law here in a moment. But what are some of your ideas to respond to this? Obviously, expose it. But what else?
Well, for me, different strokes for different folks. There's all different kinds of great activists and great actions that can be done. But for me personally, it's just saying no. If enough people refuse, there's nothing they can do. I don't know if you've heard of the 420 celebrations in my hometown now of New Hampshire, but we just started gathering on the city square and openly smoking cannabis to, fight the drug laws.
Sure, so it's the Gandhi nonviolent resistance.
Yeah, and there were some arrests, but now we've basically created a demilitarized zone where anybody is safe to go in there and smoke weed anytime they want. They won't be bothered. And, it's a great success story.
Well, the government doesn't like marijuana because that's the only drug they don't mainly ship in. Let me read to you from Texas, and it's the same in all 50 states. That's an important headline, TSA breaking state and federal laws. Right beneath Section 2111, indecency with a child, is Texas defines assault as follows: sexual assault of any person commits an offense if a person intentionally or knowingly causes physical contact with another when the person knows or should reasonably believe that the other will regard the contact as offensive or provocative. And then it goes on in other sections. If it's a sexual area, it's even more time in prison. That's pretty serious. I mean, they're breaking the law right there.
Yeah, and they just excuse it in their heads with this, code word terrorism. They gave me a 30-minute lecture while I was in that chair on terrorism. They said that, 17 of the 19 9/11 hijackers came through that airport. And I was like, so you guys suck at your job, too? And, that for me, the only thing I can do is just keep saying no and keep teaching people about these things. And
well, Meg, I mean, there you go.